They're off. They are trotting at the inside. Oh, so fast. First away from the outside. Requiem flashes speed after finishing third of the Oak Grove Derby for $500,000. Requiem lands on the lead for Ronnie Wren Jr. Mr. Big Spender came away in second, was just passed on the outside by Tequila Talkin'. Country Dagger came away in the fourth position as they come by the stands for the first time through an opening quarter stanza of 29 seconds flat. Down in front of us they come, and it's Requiem and Ronnie Wren Jr. up by 2. Bradley Burke driving Tequila Talkin' this morning. It's in the pocket, gapping from its second. Mr. Big Spender and Mike Wilder is third. Oh, so fast is fourth at this point with Country Dagger, and RT Smooth Sailing is at the back of affairs. It is Requiem, fresh off a third-place victory in the Oak Grove Derby. Dispenser, Hanover, and Endurance has faced some of the top trotters in the sport. So they're off a half at 58-1, 29-1 in that panel as they move into the backstretch. It is Requiem up by 2.5 over Tequila Talkin', who's in second. Mr. Big Spender third. Oh, so fast with about 8 off the lead from in fourth, and Country Dagger. And now the gas pedal is down on Requiem. Requiem leads him into the far turn, up by 2.5 lengths over Tequila Talkin' in second. 3/4. How about that? 126 flat, 27-4, and Wren lets Requiem out a notch, opens up by 4. Tequila Talkin' is all out from in second. Off the turn, Country Dagger is third, top of the stretch, and Requiem blowing this one wide open. Requiem, the son of Muscle Hill, is up by 6 lengths, looking for more and driving home strongly under no urging. 153-2, 27-2 final quarter. Tequila Talkin' second. Country Dagger was third. And they're off. They are pacing as expected. Cannot speak this morning. Frantic Hanover away for the lead, 3 wide on the outside with Biassi's Bobcat. Down inside next as they head into the first turn is Solar Dragon. Watch by Warrior is outside from fourth, now third. Wild Brew will follow that one as they come by the stands for the first time. Poppy's Best Shot made a break in stride, opening quarter in 28 and 1/5 seconds. Bias they come for the first time. Frantic Hanover up by 4 lengths. Biassi's Bobcat is second. Watch by Warrior third as they head into the clubhouse turn. There's Solar Dragon from in fourth. Down inside fifth for Wild Brew. It's a gap of 6. Back to a Southwind Judge. And Color Me is at the back of affairs. Halftime of the board, 57-1. Frantic Hanover, an earner of $559,000, is up by 6 lengths here. It's going to be one of the top sophomore colts. Probably going to be seeing the likes of Bojangles and odds on Mr. Mamba later on this year as they're off 3/4. How about that? 124, 26-4, and it's Frantic Hanover. Clearly, they are stretching him out here. Opens up by 8 lengths on the outside. Watch by Warrior is second as they turn for home. Frantic Hanover putting on a show here. Frantic Hanover. Ronnie Wren asking him for a little bit more, and it's Frantic Hanover absolutely storms home 150-3 in a qualifier. 26-3 final quarter. Finishing second was Watch by Warrior, and Biassi's Bobcat was third. Frantic Hanover, 150, 3/5. And they're off. They are trotting. Candy Crush Hanover was slowest into stride. Joy Go from the outside flashes speed a 3 high. Chip Shot down the center of the racetrack is right there too with RT Alley Cat coming away third. Dirty Jeans is fourth at this point. That is a gap of 2 back to RT Ernie, and on a break at the back is Candy Crush Hanover. It is Joy Go up here by a length and a quarter over Chip Shot, who is in the pocket racing second. RT Alley Cat is a third at this point. Then comes a Dirty Jeans and Tom Severchek moving up on the outside, opening quarter 28 and 3. RT Ernie is next, and Candy Crush Hanover still at the back of affairs. Joy Go and Justin Walters up here by a length and a quarter. Chip Shot is right there in the pocket for Wren in second. It's 2 back to RT Alley Cat, who is third at this point. Dirty Jeans is fourth with RT Ernie and Candy Crush Hanover. They make their way to the half, and they're there in 58 and 4. Into the backstretch they go. It is Joy Go who has the lead a length and a quarter. Chip Shot is gapping from it second. Those two have broken away by about 4 lengths over RT Alley Cat, who leads the second grouping. Then comes Dirty Jeans and RT Ernie. Joy Go still leading here a length and a quarter over Chip Shot, who is second. So they're off 3 quarters in 1:27 and 3. Back out of the far turn they go. Joy Go and Justin Walters still the leader by a length and a quarter. Chip Shot is right there in second. And RT Ernie is picking him up and laying him down, was fifth at the 3-quarter pole. It has now made her way into third as they turn for home. Here's Chip Shot up on the outside of Joy Go, and Chip Shot just cruises right on by for Wren. It's going to win by about a length in the end. Joy Go was second. RT Ernie was third. Then it will be Dirty Jeans and RT Alley Cat at 156 and 1. Two-year-old Pacers lined up, the stars of tomorrow, as they kick things off here in the 4th race, and they're off. They are pacing down the center of the racetrack. Jedi Sealster, the $23,000 Harrisburg yearling purchase, went right out there for the lead, but up on the outside, here's Dujo. Dujo, purchased for $10,000. Driven here by Sean Johnston. It's up by a length and a quarter. Water Level and Anthony McDonald for the stable.ca came away cleanly in third. So they get down to the opening quarter in 30 and 3/5 seconds. Yet to make a move is Easty Boy out of 5th. We come back to a Slinky Dog at Ocean Party. Dujo and Sean Johnston up by 2. Jedi Sealster is in the pocket racing second with Water Level in third. American Inferno and Mike Wilder. He's got the 2-year-old colt by Catch the Fire. This is a homebred colt. He's currently racing in 4th. You get down to the half in 1:01 and 1/5 seconds. 2-year-old pacing colts make their way into the backstretch. And it's Dujo, the 2-year-old colt by Stay Hungry. Out of the Western Terror Bear, Do Your Job. Up by a length and a quarter. Jedi Sealster is in the pocket racing in second. And now a move here as they head into the turn from American Inferno. They get ready to pass 3 quarters in 1:31 and 1. And while their turns, American Inferno loose up on the outside. Easty Boy's going to try to latch on to cover, but Dujo kicks clear. Dujo opens up by 2 lengths as they come to the top of the stretch and they turn for home. It is Dujo who's up by 3 lengths. Easty Boy tried to close down the center of the racetrack, up and around American Inferno. How about Easty Boy? Look at this one. The full brother to Lou Print is going to maybe nail Dujo on the line. It's close. What a closing kick in 159. Wow.
Two-year-old filly trotters behind the gate for race 5. They're off. That's the 2 Western Twister out to the early lead on the outside. Away second. That's the 3 timed Roll North inside. Third is the 1 Aldiva Hanover. Fourth into the turn. That's Rose Run Charm. Sitting in 5th is the 6, Kiki on a Mission, and at the back in 6th is the 5, Summer Fling. Off stride goes the 1 out, Diva Hanover. The 1 has made a break. Horses will move up around the turn. We got 5 of them single file by that first quarter marker in 30 3/5, 30 3/5 for the opening quarter. Western Twister and Eric Neal tow this field by the stands for the first time. Time to roll north. Coming to the outside. It's time to roll to the front. Take over the top spot. Western Twister back to second. Rose Run Charm remains in third. Fourth, that's Kiki on a Mission. They hit into the turn. Fifth is Summer Fling. At the back in sixth is Aldiva Hanover. By the half in 102 for the half as the field heads down the backside now for the final time. Time to roll north with the lead. Couple lengths to Western Twister in second. Third is Rose Run Charm. Kiki on a Mission still in fourth. Trotting fifth is Summer Fling. Aldiva Hanover still at the back in sixth. Coming to the outside and rolling. Here comes Ronnie Wren and Rose Run Charm. Going for second and going after the leader by 3/4 in 131 2, 131 2/5 for 3/4. Round that final turn, time to roll north. Still has a lead, but not for long. Here comes Rose Run Charm. The challenge on the outside as they turn for home. Rose Run Charm puts the nose in front. Time to roll north. Trying to hang on to second. Here comes Western Twister with a little bit of speed in the stretch. Coming home. Rose Run Charm has it. Time to roll north to the inside. Second, Rose Run Charm with the win in 2:01. Rose Run Charm and Ronnie Wren for trainer Vernon Beachy. Two-year-old Philly Pacers underway in the sixth. Out to the early lead. That is the sixth. That's Faith. Away second on the inside is the 2, Tempt Me Hanover. Moving up on the outside. Here comes the 7, Unburdened by What Has Been. The only repeat starter in this field. Everyone else making their career debuts as Unburdened by What Has Been moves into second. Fourth as they round that turn is the 1, Real Classy. Dropping in fifth is the 4, Black Crunch. Sixth, that's the 3, Jetstream Hanover. At the back in seventh is the 5, Time Has Come Today. First quarter in 29 2, 29 2/5 for that opening quarter. Single file. Head by the stands for the first time. It's That's Faith and Brady Brown on the engine, racing second. Unburdened by What Has Been, followed by Tempt Me Hanover in third. Real Classy races in fourth. Fifth is Black Crunch. So they'll head into the turn. Sixth, that is Jetstream Hanover, and racing in seventh is Time Has Come Today. No movement yet, still single file by the half in 1 minute, 4/5, 1 minute and 4/5 for the half. They take to the backside. That's Faith. Has a 2-length lead. That is shrinking. Here comes Unburdened by What Has Been. Try to close that gap up a bit. Third still is Tempt Me Hanover. Racing fourth is Real Classy, out and moving on the outside. Up to fifth now. Here comes Time Has Come Today and Anthony McDonald. Stand to the inside. Sixth is Black Crunch. Thinking about a move to the outside. Seventh is Jetstream Hanover by 3/4 in 130 1, 130 1/5 for 3/4. They move around the final turn. It's That's Faith with the lead. Unburdened by What Has Been, still strong in second. Tempt Me Hanover is third. There at the top of the stretch, they turn for home. That's Faith. Led it every step of the way. Unburdened by What Has Been. Going to try and close that gap up in second. But it's That's Faith in front. Time for the mile, 158 1. 6, 7, 1 and a 2. Some nice stretch speed from Real Classy and Tempt Me Hanover there as well. But That's Faith, 2-year-old filly by Stay Hungry, will take the win in race 6. This horse was $17,000 yearling. They're off stride at the start. Went the 5, RT Wonder Boy. From the outside, there goes Rafferty's Angel out for the early lead. Settling into second will be the 2, Chet Hanover. Away third, that's the 6, Deep Pockets. Fourth is the 3, Black Russian CCL. Fifth, that's the 4, Log Shanks. And still off stride at the back is RT Wonder Boy. Race around that first turn, off stride went to 6 deep pockets. The 6 has made a break. They go by the first quarter marker in 31 and 1, 31 and 1/5 for the opening quarter. Through the lane for the first time is Rafferty's Angel for Sean Johnston. In front, racing second is Chet Hanover. A few lengths back to Black Russian CCL in third. Fourth, that's Longshanks. Deep pockets. Caught back trotting in fifth and sixth. Still RT Wonderboy. As this field of 2-year-old trotters make their way by the halfway point in 102 and 1. 102 and 1 for the half. 31 seconds for that second quarter. On to the backside now, it's Rafferty's Angel with the lead. Chet Hanover hanging tight in the pocket second. Closing up the gap third. Here comes Black Russian CCL. Fourth, that's Longshanks. Deep pockets. Hanging on in fifth. And then a gap back to RT Wonderboy in sixth. Race towards that 3-quarter marker. It's still Rafferty's Angel on top now. Going to pick up the pace a little bit by 3/4 and 132. 132 for 3/4, 29 and 4 for that backside. As Rafferty's Angel starts to pour it on a bit. Top of the stretch there coming home. Chet Hanover still in second. Going to try and run down the leader, Rafferty's Angel, but Rafferty's Angel is opening up with every stride. Through the lane, Black Russian CCL trying to close up for second. Chet Hanover will get second. Rafferty's Angel gets the win in 2 minutes, 3/5. About a 28 and 3 final quarter for Rafferty's Angel. It's the win in race number 7. 2-year-old colt by International Money. They're off on the inside. The 1 All-American Trump has a nose out early as they are still 5 wide. Heading into that turn. Now the 3 and the 4 will move to the front on the outside. It's the 4 Sweet Mate to the lead. Rose Run Champ away second. Moving up on the outside in third. That's the 2 Nonstop Seaside. And the inside fourth is All-American Trump. Fifth is the 6 Eloon Musk. Away sixth is the 5 Sunday Sermon. Getting settled at the back in seventh. That's Declamation by that first quarter marker in 30 and 4. 30 and 4/5 for the opening quarter. He'll head through the lane for the first time. Sweet Mate on top. Racing second is Rose Run Champ. It's Nonstop Seaside in third. Fourth is All-American Trump, followed by Eloon Musk in fifth. Sixth, that Sunday Sermon. Declamation, the 7. Can see them all as they race into the turn over to the halfway point. It's Sweet Mate on top. Mike Wilder driving the 2-year-old colt by Sweet Lou. It's by the half in 102. 102 for the half. Single file down the backside. Rose Run Champ still in second. Third, that's Nonstop Seaside. Fourth, All-American Trump. No movement yet. To the outside now in fifth. Here comes Eloon Musk. Declamation going to take the cover as well. The 2 horses in the field with racing experience in the qualifiers last week. They will be the only 2 to make a move so far by 3/4 and 132 and 2. 132 and 2/5 for 3/4. Around the final turn, Sweet Mate starts to open up on the front. Rose Run Champ going to have to play catch up there at the top of the stretch. They turn for home, and Sweet Mate is checking out. To the lightning lane goes Nonstop Seaside. Late kick from Declamation, flying on the outside, but coming home. This one's all Sweet Mate. Time for the mile. 2 minutes, 1/5. Now Sweet Mate with the win, but Declamation was a little squirrely there at the start. Had to get settled. They're off from the outside. That's the 6 Laurel Queen after the early lead. Off stride goes the 3 Triple T Aurora. The 3 has made a break. Off stride goes the 4 RT Plain Jane as well. As Field will back it down into the turn. Away second is the 5 Saltwater Taffy. Now looking to the outside. Going to go after the leader, Laurel Queen. Those 2 will battle door to door. Sitting and watching from third is the 2 Made for More. Fourth is the 1 Lady Bountiful. Caught back up in fifth is the 3 Triple T Aurora. As they race around the turn and off stride went the 5 Saltwater Taffy. The 5 made a break. The two Made for More and Ronnie Rand will now make the move to the front. Back to second is Laurel Queen. Third is Lady Bountiful, followed by Triple T Aurora in fourth. Saltwater Taffy is now fifth. Our team Plain Jane has caught up in sixth. Center of the field, a bit of activity there, but we still got everybody together through the turn and over to the halfway point in 104 and 4. 33 and 3 for the first quarter, 104 and 4 for the half as they move down the backside. It's Made for More with the lead. Laurel Queen in second as the pace starts to pick up. Lady Bountiful still in third. It's Triple T Aurora in fourth. Fifth is Saltwater Taffy, and sixth is RT Plain Jane. The field starting to shrink back together. They dive into the turn by 3/4 in 134. 134 flat for 3/4. 29 and 1 on the backside. Off stride goes the 3, Triple T Aurora, and the 5, Saltwater Taffy. Top of the stretch, they turn for home. It's Made for More still with the lead. Laurel Queen to the lightning lane in second. Lady Bountiful has been there in third, is caught back up to the leaders, and is now gaining on the front running Made for More, but Made for More hangs on in 2:03. 2-1 and a 6. 29 seconds for that last quarter. As Ronnie Wren and Made for More. 2-year-old Pacers on gate for the 10th. They're off. That's the 3. It's Summertime out for the early lead. Inside the 2, Get Out and Stay Out is away second at the rail. Third, that's the 1 Good Thing. Fourth is the 4 Too Sweet. Everybody trying to give some space as they race into the turn. Fifth is the 5 I Will Always Love You. Sixth is the 6 Cleveland Derby. Seventh, My Taylor's Swift. They race around that first turn over to the opening quarter marker. It's Summertime, and Anthony McDonald on the engine by that first quarter marker in 31 and 3. 31 and 3/5 for the first quarter. They'll head by the stands for the first time. It's Summertime with the lead racing second. That's Get Out and Stay Out. Third is Good Thing, followed by Too Sweet in fourth. Fifth is I Will Always Love You. Sixth, that's Cleveland Derby. And seventh, My Taylor's Swift. Into the turn over to the halfway point. It's Summertime still on top. First move to the outside. Here comes I Will Always Love You. And Wren moving to the outside. Also coming to the outside, here comes Good Thing. As those two, well, take off down the backside. Good Thing blasts into the lead. I Will Always Love You is in second. Now up to third. Here comes Too Sweet. The inside fourth still is It's Summertime. Now gets overtaken by Cleveland Derby. And moving to, here comes My Taylor Swift. By 3/4 in 133 and 3. 133 and 3. 4 3/4 after that 104 and 4 half. As they move around the final turn, Good Thing with the lead. I Will Always Love You ready to make a move in the stretches. Here they come home. Good Thing still has it. I Will Always Love You now takes a peek to the outside, but Good Thing is strong in front. Nice close from Cleveland Derby for third. It's Good Thing with the win in 2:01 and 2.
Another big final quarter here.
They're off. That's the 3 RT Road to Glory out for the early lead. Outside second is the 6 Mr. Liberty. Between horses third is the 2 Jim Mongi. Inside fourth, that's the 1 District 12. Moving up fifth is the 4 Sweet Teas Ranger. And away sixth is the 5 Sergeant Chino. Single file around that first turn. RT Road to Glory. And Brian Zent with the early lead. Here comes the 6, taking a peek to the outside, Mr. Liberty, and Steve Schoeffel will go on to the front by that opening quarter in 31 seconds. 31 seconds for the first quarter. By the stands for the first time, it's Mr. Liberty on top. Trotting in second is RT Road to Glory. Moving up third is the 2 Jim Mongi. Fourth, that's District 12. Racing fifth is Sweet Teas Ranger. Sixth at the back, Sergeant Chino. As the field tightens up a bit, heading over to the halfway point, Mr. Liberty. 2-year-old colt by Father Patrick. by the half in 101 and 3, 101 3/5 for the half, 30 and 3 for the second panel. Down the backside they go. It's Mr. Liberty on top. RT Road to Glory has been right there every step of the way so far in the pocket. Here comes Jumanji now with a rush. Is going to close that gap in third. Fourth still is District 12. Sweet Teas Ranger still in fifth, and Sergeant Chino still sixth. No movement yet as they race over to 3/4. Mr. Liberty had things his way thus far. 131 and 2 for 3/4. 29 and 4 on the backside. Round the final turn. Here comes Jim Monge. Still been building up speed, able to take over second. Now going to go for the lead as they're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Mr. Liberty still has it, but Jim Monge on the outside, making the second start in the qualifier, is going to get the lead. Now back to second is Mr. Liberty. Late charge from Sweet Teas Ranger, but it's Jim Monge in front in 2:01 and 1/5.
Well, Vernon Beachy looked really good driving there.
He really did.
Looked a lot like Ronnie Wren.
They're off. It's the 2. Hard 4 out for the early lead. Way second, that's the 1, Joey Bananas. Dropping in third is the 8, Fine Line. Fourth is the 3, Rock and Roll on the Sand. Outside fifth is the 6, Brilliant Hanover. Seventh is the 4. Sixth is the 4, Havarti Party. And seventh is the 5, Darkest Truth. Single file round that first turn. Emmanuel Miller has put hard 4 on the engine by the first quarter in 33 seconds. 33 seconds. Paced on that opening quarter as they'll head by the stands for the first time. Hard 4 has the lead. Joey Bananas is second. Third, that's Fine Line. Racing fourth is Rock and Roll on the Sand. Fifth is Brilliant Hanover, followed by Havarti Party sixth, and Darkest Truth in seventh. They race into the turn. Top 3 trying to break away just a bit. By the half in 105, 105 for the half, 32 seconds for the second quarter. On to the backside now. First movement will come from the back. Jeremy Endoff and Darkest Truth will move to the outside as the field starts to tighten up. Down the backside, less than 5/8 to go. Race towards 3/4. Out and moving. Here comes Ronnie Wren and Fine Line. Now takes over second and goes after the leader, Hard 4. By 3/4 in 134 and 2. 134 and 2 for 3/4 as the 5, Darkest Truth, has made a break. Around that final turn is still Hard 4 with the lead. Going to have to fend off a challenge from Fine Line. Joey Bananas waits for the lightning lane. There at the top of the stretch, they turn for home. Hard 4 still has the lead. Joey Bananas hanging on to second. Going to try and close in on the leader. Late speed from Brilliant Hanover as well. But coming home, it's Hard 4 in front. Time for the mile, 2:03 2/5. Tight for second there. Brilliant Hanover. Made up a lot of ground late and may have gotten up for second.
Who was driving the 2 there?
2 was Emmanuel Miller.
There we go.
Driving the 2. Eventually I'll give you these changes that I have,
It's
I
fine.
have written
No, you're
down
good.
here. I had Wilder on the 6 as well. They're off. That's the 3, Princess Paisley, out for the early lead. Outside is the 6, She's a Home Run. Inside third, the 2, Dublin's Ferrani. Moving up fourth on the outside is the 5, Valerina Girl. Inside fifth is the 1, Blythe Hanover. And the 6th at the back is the 4, Sister Saloon. Around that first turn, caught on the outside is the 5, Valerina Girl. Will be able to get to the inside. That puts us single file over to the opening quarter marker. She's a Home Run and Ronnie Wren with the lead by that first quarter in 31 and 4. 31 and 4/5. For the first quarter, by the stands for the first time, She's a Home Run, trotting on top. Racing second is Princess Paisley. It's Dublin's Ferrani in third. Fourth is Valerina Girl. Fifth, that's Blythe Hanover. And sixth is Sister Saloon. They're still single file. Nose to tail, into the turn over to the halfway point. She's a Home Run with the lead. By the half in 102 and 4. 102 4/5 for the half, 31 seconds For the second panel, on to the backside, it's She's a Home Run in front. Princess Paisley still in the pocket second. Third is Dublin's Ferrani. Racing fourth is Volerina Girl. It's still Blythe Hanover fifth. Sister Saloon sixth. No movement yet. There are still single file, but all still right there in contention to the outside from third. Here comes Dublin's Ferrani and Anthony McDonald now up to second and going after the leader. She's a Home Run. Now back to third is Princess Paisley, but not going away. Put a little bit of distance between them and Volerina Girl in fourth. As they're at the top of the stretch, they turn for home side by side for the lead. She's a Home Run on the inside. Dublin's Ferrani on the outside, not able to get in front. It's still She's a Home Run. Dublin's Ferrani, one last push to get that nose in front. Those two to the line together, but it's She's a Home Run hanging on in 2:02. Vernon Beachy, another winner here today. Race 14 Pacers are underway. Out for the early lead. There goes the 3. Blink 180 Lou. Between horses second is the 4. Belladale. Now moving into the lead is Belladale. Blink 180 Lou back to second. Away third is the 6 Cinco Locos. Fourth is the 1 Mustang Debbie. Fifth, that's MBT the Tanks. Racing sixth, that's Yankee Getaway. And seventh is the 7 Sweet Dev. By the first quarter, 32 and 4, 32 and 4/5. For quarter number 1, by the stands for the first time, it's Belladale in front for Anthony McDonald. Tim Twaddle trainee, the 2-year-old filly down by the seaside, controls the fractions in this one. Race into the turn over to the half. It's Blink 180 Lou in second. That's Cinco Locos third, followed by Mustang Debbie fourth by the half in 103 and 1, 103 1/5 for the half. Now race down the backside. Fifth is MBT the Tanks. Racing sixth is Yankee Getaway, and seventh is the 7 Sweet Deb as the field starts to space out a bit. Down the backside is still Belladale with the lead. 2.5 lengths over Blink 180 Lou in second. A little bit of movement in the back. Oh, off stride goes the 3 Blink 180 Lou. The 3 has made a break. 2 MBT the Tanks has moved up to fourth. Now we'll move into third. Cinco Locos up to second now. They're at the top of the stretch. They'll turn for home. It's Belladale in front. Cinco Locos closing though, as is MBT the Tanks. 3 wide back there for fourth. Coming home, no doubt about the winner. It's Belladale in front in 2:02 and 3/5. Belladale for the Twaddle stable. Tim Twaddle, the trainer, the stable. The owners on this one, $42,000 at the Ohio Select. They're off as the 2 Hades Hanover out for the early lead. Outside the 6 Backcountry is away second. Inside the 1 Cirrus is third as Backcountry and Chris Lems will go on to the front. Off stride at the back goes the 5 Watts. The 5 Watts has made a break. Outside looking for third. Now backing off a bit is the 7 Peanut Butter Toast. Fifth is the 3 RT Bad Business. Sixth is the 4 Massive Road, and Watts back trotting at the rear. 31 and 1 for the opening quarter. 31 1/5 for that first quarter. They're by the stands for the first time. It's Backcountry on top. Hades Hanover is second. That's Cirrus racing in third. Peanut Butter Toast trots fourth. A couple lengths back to RT Bad Business fifth. Massive Road is sixth, and Watts is seventh. Top 4 have broken away. They'll race into the turn by the halfway point in 101 and 1. 101 1/5 for the half. 30 seconds for that second quarter. Race down the backside. It's Backcountry in command. Hades Hanover is right there second. Cirrus sits in third. Peanut Butter Toast still fourth. Side by side for fifth. Here comes Massive Road on the outside, looking to overtake RT Bad Business. But up front, no one's gone after Backcountry yet. Hades Hanover strong in second by 3/4 in 130. 130 for 3/4, 28 and 4 for that backside. Pace has picked up, and here comes Peanut Butter Toast to the outside. Also, Hades Hanover will make a move on the leader. Top of the stretch, they turn for home. It's Backcountry still with the front, but Hades Hanover closing on the outside. Peanut Butter Toast has taken over third, but it's still Backcountry with the lead. Hades Hanover second. Backcountry is going to hang on to get the victory in 1:59.1.
29-1 final quarter, back half in 58 seconds.
That will be it. We're good. We got our times tables practice in here. We still got to do our addition and subtraction, but with a nice mile there from Backcountry. Wanted the front, got there around that first turn, and did what he needed to do. Held on. They're off. It's the 5 Smoking Guns out for the early lead. Away second to the inside is the Gibsonia Man. Outside third, now up to second. Here comes the 7 Gaining Muscle. Away fourth is the 2 Neutral Zone. Dive into the turn, and fifth is the 3 We Built This City. Sixth, that's the 4 Designer Tom, and seventh, the race around that turn is the 6 Turnaround Tommy. Single file, they'll move past that first quarter marker. Smoking Guns leads them past in 30 and 1/5 for the first quarter. By the stands for the first time, trotting in second. That's the 7 Gaining Muscle. Third is the Gibsonia Man, followed by Neutral Zone in fourth. We Built the City is fifth. Sixth is Designer Tom, and seventh is Turnaround Tommy. All in straight alignment into the turn, over to the halfway point. Steve Schoeffel and Smoking Guns in command. By the half in 103. 103 for the half. 32 and 4 breather in that second quarter. They'll move down the backside, and the pace will start to pick up. Smoking Guns now opens up to a 4-length lead over Gaining Muscle in second. The Gibsonia Man still third. That's Neutral Zone in fourth. We Built This City trots in fifth. Sixth is Designer Tom. Seventh is Turnaround Tommy. They race into the turn by 3/4 and 131 and 1. 131 and 1 for 3/4. 28 and 3 for that backside. Smoking Guns is turning up the heat. Now draws off by 8 at the top of the stretch. They'll turn for home. Smoking Guns has a big lead. Gaining Muscle still in second. The Gibsonia Man to the Lightning Lane third. Neutral Zone still fourth. Cruising home. It's Smoking Guns on top. Smoking Guns going to get the win in 2 minutes and 2/5. 5-7-1. Looked like a 4 across the line. And they're off. There goes the 5 Fiscal Hanover out to the early lead. Away second is the 3 Vanilla Cupcake. Outside moving up third. Now second. Here comes the Captain's Wife and Ronnie Wren. Move into that silver spot. Away fourth is the 1 Prada or Nada. Fifth is the 2 On a Clear Day. And away sixth is the 4 Line of Credit. Sort things out. Fiscal Hanover. Very strong opener here. Blazing to the first quarter marker in 29 seconds. That's the fastest first quarter we've seen today from one of these 2-year-olds. Fiscal Hanover making a career debut. The Captain's Wife, the only other starter in the field with experience, making that start in the qualifier last week. Currently sitting in second. That's Vanilla Cupcake third. Trotting fourth is Prada or Nada, followed by On a Clear Day fifth. Line of Credit is sixth. Into the turn, over to the halfway point. Fiscal Hanover firmly in command of this one. 59 and 4 for the half. 59 and 4 for the half. Down the backside after that 30 and 4 breather. The Captain's Wife continues to close, and now with some speed, going to get to the outside. The Captain's Wife will challenge Fiscal Hanover for the top spot. Now from fourth going to third. Here comes Prada or Nada. Vanilla Cupcake stays to the inside in fourth. On a Clear Day is fifth, and off stride 6 goes Line of Credit. Oh, off stride goes Fiscal Hanover as well. The 5 makes a break. That turns it over to the captain's wife, who had cleared to the lead before that break. The captain's wife has opened up by about 5-6 lengths as they're at the top of the stretch coming home. The captain's wife has it. Prada or Nada second, side by side for third. Inside Vanilla Cupcake outside on a clear day coming home. It's all the captain's wife in front. Time for the mile, 158 and 2. 6, 1, 2, 3, 5. Now the captain's wife knocks off almost 5 seconds from last week. Was second last time out, only lost by 3/4 of a length in 2:03 and 1. Fiscal Hanover set a quick pace, 59 and 4 for the half. Brought it home in the same. They're off. Out for the early lead is the 3 Watershed. Outside, here goes the 6 Incredible. Here comes the 2 Irish Legacy as well. Off stride goes the 1 Country Diamond Mama. Race into the turn. Inside, Irish Legacy. Outside, Incredible. We'll get a neck out front. Away third, that's the 5 Ant Indy. Fourth is the 3 Watershed. Fifth is the 4 Skyline Crumb Cake. And back trotting in the 6th is Country Diamond Mama. Incredible wins the early battle for Anthony McDonald. She'll lead this field by that opening quarter marker in 32 and 3 into the lane for the first time. It's Irish Legacy in second. Third is Ant Indy. Off stride in fourth goes Watershed. The 3 has made a break. By the 3/8 mile marker, it's Incredible in command. Irish Legacy second. Into the turn third is Ant Indy. Fourth is Skyline Crumb Cake. Fifth is Country Diamond Mama. And still off stride at the back is Watershed by the half in 104 and 1. 104, 1/5 for the half. Race down the backside. Still Incredible on top. Irish Legacy was trying to keep up but makes a break. That will turn second over to Ant Indy. Skyline Crumb Cake now moves up to third. Country Diamond Mama will go into fourth, but it's a spaced out field by 3/4 in 132 and 3. 132, 3/5 for 3/4. Picking up the pace. 28 and 2 down the backside as they turn for home. This is all Incredible in front. Takes a big lead into the stretch over Ant Indy. Skyline Crumb Cake is still in third. Country Diamond Mama makes another break. Coming home, it's Incredible in front in 2:02 and 1/5. 6, 5, 4, 2. Across the line. 1 will get 5th and the 3 will get 6th. Well, Incredible for trainer Tim Twaddle. Anthony McDonald drives that one to a victory in 2:02 and 1. 2-year-old Colt Trotters are behind the gate for race 19. They're off, 4 of them going out for the lead. Outside's the 7 Crimson Crown. Between horses, the 5 Lou Armstrong and the 3 Serge Garcia. Backing off in fourth at the rail is the 1 River Cole. Off stride at the back goes the 2 RT Torero. As this field races into the turn. 5th is the 4 Satan's Fury. 6th is the 6 Royal Reed. As they will go single file. RT Torero trying to gather it up at the back. Top 6 press onward. And it's Crimson Crown for Matthew Burkholder. Taking this field by that first quarter marker in 31 and 1. 31 and 1/5 for the opening quarter. By the stands for the first time, Lou Armstrong trots in second. Third is Serge Garcia, followed by River Cole in fourth. Satan's Fury is 5th. Racing 6th is Royal Reed. And at the back in 7th is RT Torero, still single file. They'll race into the turn over to the halfway point following that 31 and 1 first quarter. It's Crimson Crown on top. The only previous starter in this field. Takes him by the half in 102 and 4. 102 4/5 for the half. Down the backside for the final time. Crimson Crown still in command, but Lou Armstrong staying right there on his helmet in second. Couple lengths back to Serge Garcia in third. River Cole still fourth. Fifth is still Satan's Fury, and racing sixth is Royal Reed. As third through sixth will now try and reel in those top two by 3/4 in 131 and 4. 131 and 4 for 3/4. Stepped up to a 29-second backside. As they race around the final turn, it's Crimson Crown still with the lead. To the outside, here comes Lou Armstrong. Going to go right on by Crimson Crown now back to second. Battles on for third. River Cole trying to take it from Serge Garcia, but cruising home. Lou Armstrong in front, pours it on late and comes home in 1:59 and 1. 5, 7, 3, 1, 4, 6. And that is how that one will wrap up. The two comes home in seventh. What a last quarter from Lou Armstrong there. And there it is, the finish. We did it. We got there. There's your fractions up on the screen. 31 and 1 for the first quarter. Reached the half in 102 and 4 3/4.